Adjusting the scale, creating an equitable promotion and tenure process.
Hi everyone, and thank you for joining us. Imagine contributing to the success of every department on campus by supporting student learning, advancing faculty research, and ensuring access to knowledge, yet your work is still viewed as secondary. For many academic librarians, this is their reality. Promotion and tenure processes reflect what institutions value. When evaluation systems fail to recognize essential contributions, it can create inequity, frustration, and institutional inefficiency. Today, we will examine promotion and tenure challenges at Central State University, explain why this issue matters, explore the broader implications for higher education, and discuss why addressing it is essential for fairness, institutional effectiveness, and academic integrity.
Academic librarians play a vital role in higher education. They provide research instruction, teach information literacy, support faculty scholarship, curate collections, manage digital resources, and ensure equitable access to information. In many cases, librarians collaborate directly with faculty to design course materials, support grant research, and guide students through complex research processes. Without librarians, students often struggle to evaluate sources, faculty research productivity declines, and access to scholarly materials becomes fragmented. Despite these contributions, librarians are often perceived as support staff rather than academic peers. This perception shapes how their work is evaluated and can lead to systemic undervaluation. When professional roles are misunderstood, it signals a deeper issue in how institutions define scholarship, teaching, and academic labor.
The core problem. At Central State University, librarians face recurring challenges during promotion and tenure reviews. Although they hold faculty status, administrators and non-library faculty may perceive them as support personnel rather than colleagues in teaching and scholarship. This perception influences how their contributions are interpreted and evaluated during review processes. Additionally, unclear alignment between library promotion standards and those of other departments creates confusion about how contributions should be evaluated. Traditional departments often emphasize publications and classroom teaching, while librarians contribute through instruction sessions, research consultations, collection development, digital scholarship, and institutional leadership. As a result, evaluations may depend more on committee familiarity with librarianship than on the actual impact of a librarian's work. This creates uncertainty, inconsistency, and professional inequity.
Scope of responsibilities. This issue extends beyond perception. Academic librarians balance research, teaching, service, and leadership responsibilities. Many also manage staff, oversee budgets, maintain technological systems, and coordinate access to digital scholarship tools. They support accreditation requirements, data management planning, institutional repositories, and open access initiatives. However, managerial and administrative work, which is essential to library operations and institutional success, may be undervalued during tenure review. Because this work does not always align with traditional academic work, it may be overlooked despite its institutional impact. When evaluation criteria fail to recognize the full scope of this work, inequities, frustration, and professional burnout can result.
The risks of inaction. If this issue is not addressed, the consequences can be significant. Librarians may continue to experience inequitable evaluation processes and feel professionally undervalued. Over time, this can lead to a decrease in morale and increase in turnover. Recruitment may become more difficult, particularly as institutions compete for highly skilled information professionals with expertise in digital scholarship, data management, and research support. Collaboration across departments may weaken if librarians are not recognized as equal academic partners. Most importantly, the university risks undervaluing essential academic labor. This can affect research productivity, teaching effectiveness, and student success. Ignoring this issue does not preserve stability, it gradually weakens institutional effectiveness and academic excellence. On the data chart on the slide, you can see the relationship between tenured and not tenured eligible librarians. With those who have a proper tenure process, showing higher satisfaction within their jobs and a longer career than those who did.
Several potential solutions have been considered for this issue. One approach is the use of external reviewers who can provide unbiased evaluations of a candidate's work and offer expert insight into professional impact. However, identifying qualified reviewers can be difficult, and institutions often require multiple reviewers, which may complicate the process. Additionally, external reviewers may not fully understand local institutional priorities. Another approach that was considered was to include non-library faculty in the evaluation processes to help improve transparency and shared governance. While this may increase institutional collaboration, non-library faculty may lack a full understanding of librarianship's professional responsibilities and contributions. While these approaches offer benefits, they do not fully resolve issues of clarity, consistency, and equity in evaluation standards.
Recommended approach, standardized rubric. Our group recommends implementing a standardized promotion and tenure rubric. A rubric clearly outlines expectations and ensures that all candidates are evaluated using consistent criteria across departments. Rather than relying on biased interpretation, reviewers would evaluate candidates based on clearly defined standards. A comprehensive rubric can recognize multiple forms of professional impact, including research and scholarship, instruction and student learning support, leadership and administration, service and community engagement, and contributions to institutional initiatives. This approach promotes fairness, transparency, and accountability, and equity. In a field where the majority of the workforce identifies as female, the need to ensure unbiased evaluation of professional excellence is paramount. Without clear evaluation standards, inequity can become systemic rather than incidental.
Why this solution works. A standardized rubric does more than clarify expectations. It encourages collaboration across departments and fosters shared ownership of evaluation standards. Faculty experts can help develop criteria that reflect disciplinary values while maintaining institutional consistency. Clear expectations reduce ambiguity, support equitable evaluation, and build trust in the review process. Rubrics also help reduce implicit bias by ensuring consistent criteria are applied to all candidates. Clear evaluation systems ensure that institutional values are reflected in practice, not just policy. Most importantly, this approach ensures that meaningful contributions in all forms are recognized and valued. By aligning evaluation practices with institutional mission and values, universities can better support equity, collaboration, and academic excellence.
Promotion and tenure processes reflect what an institution values. When evaluation systems fail to recognize essential contributions, inequities can become embedded within institutional structures. By implementing a standardized rubric and clarifying evaluation criteria, Central State University can ensure fairness, transparency, and recognition of librarians' essential contributions. Addressing this issue is not only about librarians. It is about strengthening collaboration, improving institutional effectiveness, and supporting the academic mission of the entire university. Thank you.